We are kicking off a new sermon series this rest of this year. Really, we're going to be in the Gospel of John. We're going to start, the sermons are going to start at the end of John chapter 12. John chapter 1 through 12 is sort of what we think about as the part of John's Gospel that's focusing on signs, all the indications that Jesus is God. You get into John 13 through the end, it's sort of the book of glory. It talks about what he did, and it moves into the passion and all of that. So we're going to be picking up in John 13, the end of John 12 for the sermons. The devotions are going to be looking more at the life of Jesus Christ. And the sermon series is called The Life. And it picks up on John 10:10, I've come that you might have life and might have it abundantly. John chapter 20, 31, Jesus talks about the fact that if we believe in the Messiah, if we believe in Jesus as the Son of God, that by believing we may have life. So in these upcoming devotions, I want to focus on Jesus and on some of the indications about who he was and what he did, and all the reasons that you and me, we ought to be putting our faith increasingly in him. So, famous quote that I reference quite a bit is made, no surprise here, by C.S. Lewis, and he says, quote, "I'm trying here to prevent anyone from saying the really foolish thing that people often say about Jesus. I'm ready to accept him as a great moral teacher, but I don't accept his claims to be God." So that is the one thing, Lewis says, that we must not say. A man who was merely a man and said the sort of things that Jesus said would not be a great moral teacher. He would either be a lunatic on the level of a man who says that he's a poached egg, or else he would be the devil of hell. You must make your choice. Either this man was and is the Son of God, or else a madman or something worse. You can shut him up for a fool, you can spit at him and kill him as a demon, or you can fall at his feet and call him Lord and God. But let us not come up with any patronizing nonsense about his being a great human teacher. He has not left that option open to us. He did not intend to. So this, of course, is Lewis commenting on what he refers to as the trilemma, that Jesus is either Lord, liar, or lunatic. This is actually, there's a couple different derivations of this. The early church used to frame it up as saying that Jesus is aut deus aut homo malus. He's either God, aut deus, or he's a bad man, aut homo malus. The other thing that sometimes you hear is sort of the Jesus is Lord, liar, lunatic, or legend. But increasingly, you're really hard-pressed to find anyone, even skeptics and more angry atheists, who are going to say that there's no evidence that Jesus existed. We just have got way too much evidence for people to head down that path. So today I'll just set this up, and we're going to look at this over the course of the week. But today I'll just set it up and say, who do you think that Jesus is? When you're asked by a friend or neighbor, acquaintance, whatever, who Jesus is, what is your response? Who is Jesus to you? Have a good day.